Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. Today is Christmas Eve morning, and it's absolutely freezing cold here in Thailand. Winter has decided to kick in late over in Isan, where I am, in Buriram, and it just started a few days ago, but it's around about 13 degrees now in the morning, which is very welcomed, but it's a big massive change from what it was previously, which was around about 21, 22, 23 degrees in the morning. So the big temperature drop has hit us hard. All the Thais are driving around in big coats, scarves and big bobble hats, so it's quite a sight to see. Now, over the past year, I have been sharing subscribers' stories about what's happened to them when they've got involved with a Thai woman here in Thailand. There's been a lot of disasters, a lot of broken hearts, a lot of broken bank balances, and a lot of bad memories. And for anybody that's followed me for a long time, they will understand that the reason for me starting this YouTube channel was because I noticed online, especially via YouTube, that nobody was really telling the truth about what really goes on here when foreign men get involved with Thai women. And there's a lot of guys that are coming over to Thailand, been told that it's all going to be amazing. You can get a beautiful young woman, doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter what you look like, and she will love you and she will be the best woman ever. She will cook, clean, do your ironing, do everything for you, and you won't get any problems. Just simply take care of her. Now, many moons ago, that might have been true. And from the stories that I've received from long-term expats that are happily married with a Thai woman from 30 plus years ago, that seems to be the case, that was how Thai women really are. That's how they was. But times have changed now, and I put it down to social media and the drama series that you find on TV and the influence of parents, etc. It just seems to be now a society of Thai women that look at foreign men as a way of bettering their lives, as a way of becoming rich and living a very, very comfortable life where they can have all the things that they see superstars having, for example, Gucci, Chanel, nice home, send the children to nice private schools and start to feel more high class and in part of the upper echelon, so to speak. And it just seems to be every girl's dream here. Now, guys, I do get a lot of enemies as well from sharing the stories and giving my own biased or unbiased opinion on people's stories and my own situation, guys. I've tried my best to be very clear about what's gone on with my life here in Thailand, whether it made me look good or it made me look bad. I felt it was only right to share my own story when a lot of subscribers are sharing their stories with all of you and me. So there's been a lot of things that I've not been able to say due to reasons most people know about. It can cause me issues on me being able to see my son, as I have a son here in Thailand. So I never wanted to mention anything that could jeopardize me seeing my son, even though some people thought I mentioned too much. But really, no, that was only the tip of the iceberg from what I've spoken about. But anyway, I don't want to go into that too much. I just wanted to say that this channel has made me a few enemies, and those type of foreigners that don't like me or despise me, will talk about me in Facebook groups, etc., are the ones that are part of the monthly salary group, as I call them. They're the guys that are paying a monthly salary to be with their girlfriends or wives, and they don't think there's anything wrong with that. They believe that that woman loves them and everything is fine, and this is just Thai culture, and this is just the way that it's supposed to be, and that I know nothing. The difference between me and all of these guys that think this is that I actually have been able to speak to multiple Thai women and Thai men. And when I say multiple, I'm talking about at least over 100, where I've had personal conversations, deep conversations, separate with women, Thai women and Thai men, where I try to find out what's the score here, what really goes on. And I speak to Thai women and Thai men from all different walks of life, because it's not right if I just speak to Thai women that live in the village and don't speak to Thai women that are in the upper class crowd, don't speak to the working woman. I've tried to speak to all different types: freelancers, bar girls, women that go and work hard in factories to take care of the kids and take care of the families. I spoke to higher class women that are dripped in gold and having a good life and are married to a Thai man or married to a foreigner. And I've got people to open up and share with me how they really think and feel. But as most of you know that have been in Thailand for quite a while, Thai people don't really like to share anything negative, especially on camera. It would be great to be able to interview Thai women and Thai men on camera so they can share everything with you. But I don't think it is ever going to happen. I mean, I was quite lucky to interview my son's mother on camera and get her to tell the truth, and it was quite insightful and it was good for people to hear. She basically stated that everything is about money, and if a Thai woman is interested in a foreigner, there is always a reason behind it, and that reason will always be of the monetary kind. So to get to my point, the reason why I have a few enemies from making this channel and sharing stories is that we do have a lot of guys over here in Thailand that are with a Thai woman, girlfriend or wife, and they're paying through the nose for it. And they don't want to believe that they're being used and abused and they're just a walking ATM. And if their money well was ever to dry up, then that woman would leave them in a heartbeat. And they don't want to believe that's true. So they don't want me to share these stories that I share on the channel and explain to people that if you're paying a monthly salary to a Thai woman from the get-go, you've got no children or anything with them, then that's the reason why she's with you. She is a staff member and you are kind of her boss, and you're paying her to be with you. And that's just the way it is. And I know it sounds a bit harsh, but I like to tell the truth. And any Thai person that you could speak to in this country will tell you the same if they're being honest and direct with you. They're with you because you're paying them, of course. Doesn't matter if you're from the planet Pluto or Neptune. They're going to be with you if you're paying that monthly salary and taking care of them. However, if you are full of drama and causing their life chaos, they will drop that money and they will drop you. Because they always believe that they can find somebody else who can give them the same as you or even better. Right, guys, now moving on to today's story and email. The reason why I mentioned about me having enemies is because this next subscriber had a bit of a pop at me a few months ago. In regards to the videos that I made, he was going through certain stuff, and I understand that. I get it. When people have a go at me or say a bad comment or send me a negative email, I know they've got problems within their own life, because if they didn't, they wouldn't take the time out to write that comment or write that email, because people have better things to do unless they need to lash out at someone because they've got their own issues. And I fully understand that about human beings. It's just the way that humans are. Nobody's perfect. So anyway, I'm waffling on. So let's get in to today's email and today's story, as I did really appreciate this email that I read this morning. So let's begin. Hello, Dan. I'm chilling out tonight right now, watching your video about the Thai lady with cancer who financially supports her unemployed English husband in Thailand. After you read out the story, you made various insightful observations and made some general comments which I thought were very astute. In the past, I occasionally gave you a hard time in emails about some of your videos. I want to apologise for that. I was unfair to you. I was projecting my own despair from my own experiences dating Thai women. I'm sorry I said some harsh words to you. I regret it. I was overly emotional at that time and lacking clarity in my thoughts. I'm sorry for taking it out on you. That was unfair of me, and I apologise. So, Dan, I find you to be a very insightful and astute observer of the Thai world of connections between phalangs and Thai women. I always learn something new from watching your videos. I also like your humility and caring nature towards the many depressed and broke phalangs who got involved with the wrong Thai women. I have a Thai girlfriend from Isan. She lives in Bangkok in a small room, working full-time, cooking and cleaning for an Australian family who are currently doing a stint working at the Australian Embassy in Bangkok. I note to you that I am Australian too. I have dated this woman for around 15 months, although I've occasionally spent time with other Thai ladies as well. Yet, I have no idea who she is. Her English is not good, and she has never travelled abroad except for one short trip to Tokyo to be a bridesmaid for a Thai lady friend who married a Japanese car salesman. She has no concept or understanding of Western culture. She is a typical Isan woman. She tells me she loves me so much, but her past is very sketchy. She recently spent a year living in Bangkok just before she met me off Thai Friendly. I ask her what she did there. She won't answer me. She says she divorced her Thai husband 5 years ago and that I am the only man she has been with since. But I discovered she had hundreds of sexy videos on TikTok posted during the year she said she lived in Bangkok. Many phalangs made lewd comments about her videos and got banning on TikTok. She says the videos are not sexual. She says they are just for fun. A Thai lady friend of mine actually pointed out to me that she was following a well-known TikToker. Have you heard of this phalang? My Thai lady friend told me he has a terrible reputation amongst Thai women, apparently due to his complete focus on sexual depravity when messaging with Thai women. And my friend told me my girlfriend was following and messaging him on TikTok. It made me feel sick. I asked her about this, and she denied everything. But the funny thing was that she referred to him as Nicky when I asked her about her connection with him. So she used a nickname, which was an obvious giveaway to me that she had a backstory with him, yet she denied knowing who he was. I have known this Thai woman for 15 months. I have no idea who she is. I cannot get any information from her about her past. It's all a secret and a mystery. She's 43 years old, apparently married up to 5 years ago with 2 kids. Interestingly, she chooses to live in Bangkok. She has no interest in raising her son, who lives in Isan. He is raised by a Thai brother, who I actually suspect is her boyfriend. I think she siphons off the money I send her to support his drinking and gambling. There is so much more I could tell you regarding my suspicions about her, but it would require a 5,000-word essay. Anyway, I have just given you a couple of examples here of her suspicious behaviour and background for purposes of illustration. Anyway, it's doing my head in. I have visited her 5 times in the last year for holidays, and we talk about nothing. She just takes photos and enjoys being spoiled, going to different places and staying in nice hotels. We never talk about anything except the activity we are doing at the time. There is no talk of plans. There is no talk about anything except her enjoying herself on my dime. It's driven me crazy. I can't do it anymore. I want to be free. Thanks for listening, Dan, and kind regards. Right, guys, there was a couple of things in that email that I've not disclosed just to try to keep this subscriber's identity a secret a little bit, just so he doesn't get in any kind of trouble for sharing this email with me and now with all of you. Firstly, I just want to say thank you for the apology, but there's no need. I understand that there's a lot of guys are going through a lot of stuff. I see it just here where I live. I see a gentleman who's married to a Thai woman. She's got, I don't know, 3 or 4 Thai kids, and he just does the same thing day in, day out, doesn't look that happy. And a lot of guys that I come across look quite depressed, in all honesty. You know, they're fed up, but they're just stuck in a rut and they can't get out of it. Now, in regards to yourself, you've got no children with this woman, right? So the only thing that's complicated for you is just the feelings that you have with her, which I can't get my head around, because you're basically stating that she doesn't do anything. She just plays on a phone, takes photos. There's no interesting conversations. Her English isn't that good. So obviously you must be with her for 1 or 2 reasons, or both of these reasons, which is her beauty and how good she is in the sack. That's the only reason I can possibly think of why you could be with her. Or you're just lonely and feel like you can't get anybody else. I don't know you personally, but what I do know is that it's not worth spending your hard-earned money on a woman who doesn't really give you anything back, and where you've got suspicions that her brother is a partner and she's siphoning off the money that you give her to send it back. She's constantly playing on her phone. She's obviously got no interest, but she's spending time with you by the sounds of it because of her salary. She doesn't want that salary to stop. She doesn't want that money tap to be turned off. And that is the cold, harsh truth, which people obviously don't want to hear and don't like to hear. If a Thai woman loves you, she will show it to you. She will show her affection. You'll see it. You can see that it's not being faked. You can feel it, that it's not being faked. Guys, you don't need to go through this kind of stuff with any woman anywhere in the world. You're not getting anything from it. Yeah. Jiggy. Yeah, I can't mention SEX because YouTube seems to have issues with all my videos. But that's all you're getting. You can get that from any woman. Yeah. Well, not any woman in the world, but you can get it from any woman that likes you and wants to do that with you. You know, there's not just that woman that's going to put out for you. There's other women. There's other women that you'll feel more comfortable around, that you'll have more things in common with. Don't put yourself through this kind of mental torture. It's stupid, and you know that yourself. You don't sound like a stupid guy whatsoever. It's just that when you've got feelings, you can be kind of blinded. You find it hard to stop. You keep going until something massive happens in order for you to break free, and then you get even more hurt. So it's like, why do you do it to yourself? Guys, I've read a few comments even in regards to my own situation about me and my ex, and like, I share all these stories. Why don't I listen to the stories and stuff? Guys, my situation is totally different. I've got a kid. Yeah. When you've got a kid, you're concentrating about that kid. You're concentrating on, what's best for your child, and for me, every child needs a mother and father. If you can keep a mother and father in a child's life, I think it's more healthy. But if you can't, then If the kid just goes, if your child just goes with the father, then you need to be both mother and father and raise that kid as best as you can. And vice versa. If you're the mother, you have to be the mother and the father combined into one, and you do the best that you can do. But if there's a way of always keeping a family together, I do believe that's the right thing to do, as long as it's not harmful to the child, as long as it has a positive effect on that child. Otherwise, of course, it's not the right thing to do, guys. So if you've got no kids and you've got a woman I can imagine it now myself, some woman sat next to me, playing on a phone, not really interested in me, not showing me any kind of love or affection. The only time I get any kind of feeling of love or affection is when we go to bed, and how long's that going to last? So let's say you go to bed for an hour. What happens for the rest of the day? I don't want to live with a stranger, somebody I can't communicate with, somebody I have nothing in common with, somebody that makes me feel like I'm not wanted. That's not a life to lead. And believe you and me, if you leave this woman, it will only hurt for a short while. Could be a few days, a few weeks, or a month. And you'll soon find someone else who's more compatible. And at the end of the day, if you're willing to pay your money for a woman, then wow, you've got so many options, especially here in Thailand, if you're willing to do that, and someone that you'll have a lot more in common with. Anyway, you get the gist. I don't need to go on and on. I know it's difficult when guys are in love or in lust, or I feel like they've got a strong connection with someone, or they feel lonely, or the confidence has been knocked and they feel like they're not going to find another woman that looks as good as her. There's so many different reasons, guys, but it's not nice to feel the way that this guy feels. And if he just moves on from her, he will start to feel a hell of a lot better. And especially when you put that money back in your own pocket, and you can use that to have a good time and enjoy your life. Yeah. Just be happy. The new year is coming soon. We're on the 24th of December. It's Christmas Day tomorrow. And then we've got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day coming up. And hopefully, guys like this subscriber can set a New Year's resolution to not feel the way that they're feeling ever again with a female. Do not do it to yourself. Have more respect for yourself. Get that feeling of feeling proud about your own actions and what you're doing, and learn to love yourself and get that confidence. You don't have to be the best looking guy, but you could be the best type of guy inside. Your personality can really resonate with someone. And over here in Thailand, believe me, it's not just about looks, guys. It's about the person who you are. And these women can see very clearly the type of guy you are. They're very good at that. So guys, if you're not Mr. Handsome, then show your personality, and you can still find a very, very good woman that's not going to use and abuse you. Right, guys, this will be the last video until after Christmas now, as I need to concentrate on my son and make sure he has a good Christmas day. I hope everybody gets to spend tomorrow with a loved one, somebody that they care about, or if you've not got anybody like that within your life, then try to share it just with friends if you can. But please don't be alone this Christmas, and learn, guys, to sort yourselves out and not allow anybody to make you feel like you're worthless. Don't do it to yourself. It's not right. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll speak to you again after Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone, and a happy upcoming New Year. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.